Hey guys, I'm back. I got 3 boxes in front of you. You can read what's on the boxes. And this is special because I didn't order these. These showed up and I was a little confused at first. I was excited because, you know, a knife in the mail is always exciting no matter whether you ordered it or where it came from or whatever. But these were sent to me by both a viewer and a fellow YouTuber, a new guy kind of starting out, and a bro, a fellow veteran who honestly understands a lot of what I've been going through recently, you know, in the fuels department. And there was a little note that basically said, when I investigated further, you know, it said, I know you've been feeling down lately, and hopefully this will cheer you up. And that is just way above and beyond. That is just absolutely awesome. So his name is Jonathan. His channel is CB Tactical, and you know, the way we started talking, and I know you guys want to see what's in here, so they're all Jade. We're gonna look at them all, but I'm gonna uncover them as I tell you this little bit of a story. The way we started talking was he sent me a message on, I believe it was Instagram. Yeah, and he said, "Listen, I really enjoy your channel, and I'm starting out on a channel, and I wonder if I could just ask you some questions." And I am always excited and willing to help somebody who's got some questions and think maybe I can help out. And we ended up having a phone conversation for well over an hour. You know, he's a cool dude, and you know, he's just a cool dude. That's it. He's a cool dude. What else can I say? And we actually served in the same division at different times, but same division, which was cool. So he sent these over to try to cheer me up, because I have been down lately with what's going on in Afghanistan lately, and it's just awesome. It's awesome. So I asked his permission. We are going to give one of these away. I told him I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful or anything, but you know, when I'm given, I like to give back too. So him knowing that I have my Jade love, he picked out 3 Jade Eafengrows and had him sent over. What a cool guy! Because I have just a wish list on Amazon of like Jade stuff, and so he picked 3 out. Now, because I didn't know where they came from or anything, I wasn't going to do an unboxing or anything at first. I had already opened them up and looked at them, and I actually even did a little bit on this guy, and I'll tell you why. But let's start right over here. Let's look at. And this is the EF35, which actually I really like this one. So this is a more greenish, minty jade. I still have a set of these scales over here of the green jade that I really like, because I'm planning to do something with them. So now these are a little thinner, so they don't show as minty green, but they are, trust me, these are the green, not the ghost green. So the EF35 is a pretty nice design, actually. It even has a jade green backspacer, which is more the ghost jade than the jade, but it's interesting that it's in there. You know, that they could have done anything, but they went full on with the G10 backspacer. It's got really nice. It's got like satin grind lines, but it's not quite a two-tone finish. But if you take a look, and yeah, I've had my fingers all over these knives already, so there's fingerprints and stuff on them. But we got vertical lines, as you would expect on the grind, but then horizontal lines on the flats there, which is pretty cool. And they're D2 blades, all of them, or so Eafengrows have us believe, because you know they got caught once, but they say they fixed that. It's a really nice blade. Excuse me. It's a really nice blade design. Drop point. Pretty comfortable in your hand. All of these have bearings, and this one has. It's an interesting flipper. You got to get it just right. But when you do, it works pretty well. But the thumb studs are awesome action there. And it's got the minty green scales, which I love. I'm in love with the minty green jade. I love all jade scales, but the minty green one is just, it hits me in just such a way. I don't know what it is. I absolutely love it. And this one is just, I mean, the mechanics on these for a $25, $26 knife, this is the kind of stuff that, you know, 10 years ago you would only see on $100+ knives, which is kind of crazy. Right out of the box, I haven't done any edge maintenance on any of these. Pretty nice. And then rolling in with a new 550 cord for the testing that we're bringing back, because at first it was unrequested and then it was re-requested. So we'll use Joker cord for this. So we'll start with a little... Oh, I almost poked myself with it. Do you see that? Oh, 2:42 a.m. videos. Slice is fairly clean, pretty nice. And then we'll do a little bit of a pull through there. Still fairly clean, pretty easy. Pops right through it on a push down. Did you see it? It literally pops through. So pretty nicely done blade right out of the package. Yeah, nice, nice. So this one is pretty cool. I definitely like it. Definitely like it. Color's right with the Jade. Great mechanics. Very nice, kind of aggressive drop point style, and pretty comfortable handle. Pretty comfortable handle. EDC wise, I'd say it's good to go. Now the one that I think I'm going to give away, and the reason I'm going to give this one away is because I think it's got a style that most people would like. It's got a very good flipper on it, and it's just, I think it's actually the most comfortable out of all three of these. And this is the EF, is this the 16? Yeah, this is the EF16. What's really cool is after he bought this one, I checked, he checked, they seem to have run out of Jade ones. So, yeah. I also did try to switch a hinderer clip on here. It just quite doesn't fit. I thought it would be cool to do, but no. Also interesting, it's got a slot, a regular flathead or slot driver pivot screw. Go figure. This is just a cool, very Japanese-inspired look on it. Got a nice, simple pattern on the G10. More of a ghost jade color look, but still not quite that pale ghost jade that most people are used to. Very, very nice action. But you know what really speaks to me about this one is just nice, easy simplicity, but at the same time they worked style into it. You know, what if you haven't worked with G10, you might not know that G10 eats up bits. It is fiberglass, and this is it's a fiberglass resin, you know, product is what it is. It's very hard on machining. You know, your sanding drums and you know your belt sander belts and everything, it dulls them quick. It does, you know, so it's to do this kind of intricate work on there. That's not cheap for a company to do. They will go through bits in a mill and stuff, you know, quickly. So it's just nice. It's just nice to see that kind of stuff, especially in, like I said, a budget brand. You know, $25, $26 per knife. A really nice tumble finish on that blade. This edge, honestly, might... Nah, there we go. It's just the way I was doing the test. Alright, my fault. My fault, not the knife's fault. Sometimes you just got to find the right angle, and it works. Let's do a slice. And this is pretty clean cut. This is a nice slicing edge. I'm wondering how it's going to work out for pull-through. Pretty good. A little, I believe, a little less clean than the last one, but still very clean in your push down. It probably could use a little stropping, possibly a very fine, you know, an extra fine diamond run, and then a strop. But still, out of the package though, like for general EDC and slicing tasks, this thing's good to go, and it's ready. Now you can push button, but it's a little hard. Definitely a light switch flip type knife. But this one, I think we're going to give this one away. I think this has a lot of appeal to a lot of people, and I think it's going to be very appreciated. And I mean, like I said, I was given, I want to give back, and I explained it's obviously not a lack of appreciation of this awesome, amazing gift, but I want to pay it forward and pass it on. And I think it's the right thing to do, you know? And I keep talking about it's only $25, only $26. There are folks out there that want to be in a part of our community and everything, and they, you know, the fact is they can't afford that. That is a little bit out of their reach too. A lot of us are very lucky to be able to be in the position to say, like, oh, it's only a $25, $26 knife. But, you know, it's great to be able to put that in someone's hand. So moving on, this has the Eafengrows Dark. And they call it cyan. This is not a blue color as far as I'm concerned, but I have taken this one all apart because I wanted to work on that scale, and it might not seem it, but that scale goes, so this bolster is actually, so the pivot goes into this round bolster part, which comes off, and the scale goes under that. And what I did was I decided to give this a full polish, a sand and polish, which is why it's nice and shiny now. So it had a little bit of a texture on it, and I have plans, further plans for this knife. So number one, it has a weird, you have to have a set of bits to get into that Y-shaped pivot. You know, and it's not hard to get. You can get it, but like this is a standard, I think, T9. This is just a flat. This, you gotta have a set of security bits that has the weird Y-shaped thing to get into there. Interesting choice. I'm not sure why they did that, but yeah. Everything else on here is either T6 or T9 to take apart. Underneath these scales, so you see these barrel spacers, underneath the scales, there's another set of T9 Torx screws holding everything together on these liners. It's relatively complicated for a knife in this price range. So I started with a 400 grit, and I sanded all the way down to 2000, and then I took a little flitz and gave it a little polish. You can really see all of the grain of the G10 on there once it's like sanded and polished and everything, and it's got a very slick texture now, very smooth, but it brings something to it, almost as if it was a wood, you know, with a natural grain, because G10 does have a natural grain from the layers of the fiberglass inside the resin, and that's just really cool to be able to see. I really like it. So it you know, it loses something in terms of grip, but with everything else I'm planning to do to this, and you guys will see this later on as I get back into the shop, what I'm planning to do. Flipper, you do have to give this one a little bit of power, but very nice. Another drop point blade, nice swooping curved belly for slicing stuff. This one has a lot of stylized, you know, elements in it. I love how the blade comes up. Now, I'm sure that this design they took from somebody else. I can't think of it right now, but the blade comes up and connects with the back of the liners there, and kind of makes it a nice rest for your thumb. The clip there, again, interesting design. So these are barrels, separate barrels that the screws go down through. The barrels go into the G10. It's a very sturdy clip, but so this is going to get a lot of Cerakote work on it when I get around to working on it. It is, you know, it's a bit wider than the other ones though, so it feels really good in your hand. It really fills out a hand nicely, and it's a bit bigger. So you get a really good grip on it, which is why I wasn't too worried about losing the little bit of texturing on the scales. You can just really wrap your hand around it. This little choil, you know, it's more of a choil for sharpening. It doesn't really, there's no purchase, there's no grab on it that helps out there. So it's just there, but it feels really good in your hand. And then pretty good out of the box as well. And we'll slice. Easy, but I think this is probably the roughest cut of the three. And And then pull through. Yeah, more effort than the other ones. Now we also have to consider that, you know, I'm just getting a blade. You know, like, who knows how the rest of the line, the inventory is. But that was very good. That was very easy to do, because you could just, so much room for your finger on there to pop down, perfectly clean. So I know that a lot of people have feelings about, you know, knives made in China. Eafengrows does copy some designs and then slap their name on them. At least they're not making clones, though, you know, which I think is a whole war crime. But they at least, you know, take a design and change an element there and make it their own. But this one looks cool. This one has a cool factor to the style and everything. This one is, you know, he picked out ones that he somehow I don't know, we get along really well from the word go. Very similar experiences, and he knew these were ones I was gonna like. So these are 3 cool ones in the Jade lineup. You know, they fit perfectly for budget blade summer. They are beautiful Jade, you know, blades. They are widely affordable for most people, and it's just a really touching gift from a knife bubba, a YouTube bubba, an army bubba. You know, just really cool, and that's why this community and the veteran community are just awesome things to be part of. And it kind of just it makes me feel really good. So this one will be a giveaway. Like I said, I think this one's going to appeal to a wide range of people, and I think people will really enjoy this one. So we're gonna give away the 16 and put it in someone's hands. The reason I'm doing the giveaway slowly, though, and I mentioned this in a live, is because, you know, remembering kind of how I overextended myself and screwed up the big giveaway. I don't want to enter. I want to give away a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to do it until I know that we have closed the loop on the last one. So once an item is given away and I know it's been received, then we can do another one, get it in the mail, I know it's received, then we can do another one. You know, that way there's nothing, the loop is closed, and we know that everything is good, and there's nobody, like, you know, missing a prize or anything like that. I don't want to enter that ground where, like, I get too excited about giving away too much stuff at once and stuff gets lost or whatever. I don't want anybody to get screwed over, you know what I mean? But we're just going to be rolling giveaways on throughout the rest of the year. Probably as long as the channel's going on, we're gonna have giveaways going on. So don't worry if you know, for those of you guys who entered stuff and your name didn't come up, we're gonna keep doing it. I just love doing giveaways. It's a great way to pay back to everybody that takes part in the channel and participates and stuff. So anyway, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Jonathan, CB Tactical. Check out his channel. I have a link to it in the video description, so you can go see what he's doing. He's new, he's starting out, so if you have some constructive criticism to help him out or some way that you think he could improve, let him know. Comment on his videos. Tell him what you think. But this was really awesome. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you to all of you guys out in YouTube land who have helped me do this channel, make this channel. I cannot say it enough. I appreciate you guys so much. I just make videos, but it's all of you guys out there that make this channel. Because without you guys, it's just a bunch of videos online. That's all it is. So, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.